So, welcome to week 5 analysis. So, in this video, we'll be talking about how did the market fare in the week that went by, and also which sectors, which stocks look very good for the coming weeks. Okay, so usually, whenever there is a particular trend, right, what happens is that trend continues for some time, right? Let's say if some sector is looking good, it continues. So that is what we'll be saying in today's video. So, a week of panic as well as opportunity. So, what happened was, as you guys know, because of the whole Adani thing, those stocks went down, crashing, and even the stocks that are related to that, that is the PSU bank stocks, they kind of went down. But amidst this, right, there were sectors, stocks that were doing very well, right, because of the budget that was there in between. So, according to the budget, whatever sectors uh, they have some kind of a tailwind because of the budget, right? They have already started performing and going on up. So this bubble that was kind of bursted did not have much impact on the other sectors. So we'll try to concentrate on those sectors and stocks which still look good and can be played for the coming weeks. So how did Nifty do? So Nifty, as you can clearly see, it kind of took support at the 30 WMA. So if you have someone who have studied Stan Weinstein and the stage-wise analysis, so this is already in stage 2, that is Nifty, and it took support at this 30 WMA, that is weekly moving average, and then it kind of reversed. Okay, so this is a piercing candle that has been made on the weekly charts. So Nifty 50 looks like it is reversing from here, and the volumes are also very strong. So if you look at the bottom, the volumes are also very strong for Nifty 50. Coming to Midcap 100. So with very bad news on the this thing, like there is a bubble that has been burst and all of that, usually you would expect the small and mid caps to bleed, right? This is what used to happen late in 2018 and even 2019. But now, even with such a big news, right, the mid cap index did not break its the support level, right? So as you can see, it has been moving up and down in that particular range, and that range was not broken. And if you look at it, it is again a reversal candle, an inverse hammer that has been formed on mid cap 100 index. So now coming to small cap index. So small cap, I had made a video talking about how small caps can be under pressure if the neckline was broken. That is 9,171. But what happened? As soon as it went back to 9,171, there was very strong buying, which kind of gives me a conviction that big guys are not letting the small cap index or even the mid cap index crash. They are willing to buy it at those levels, push in more money in those good stocks, and they are willing to bet that this particular index is going to move up. So that is what gives me conviction that we are no longer in stage 1. Anyways, we have moved above the 30 WMA, although we are now come down below that. Because it is moving up and down on that 30 WMA, it gives me a conviction that we have now entered stage 1. So in this stage 1, we can go sideways for some time before starting stage 2. So this would be a great time to build portfolios, because you can't really pinpoint and time, okay, this is the time it goes up, because now accumulation also looks very good, and with that the index is just moving sideways. So there might be some time wise correction. The price wise correction has already been done, time wise correction, and then we eventually move to stage 2. So by, let's say, in a maybe 2 quarters, 3 quarters, I think the new bull run should start in these broader market as well as Nifty. Okay, so this is about the indices. Now coming to which sectors kind of look good. So Nifty IT, if you have been following my previous weeks also, right? Since week 2, you have been continuously seeing that Nifty IT was coming in my every weekly analysis, and it has been continuously moving up. Stocks have given you great returns as well, because the index itself has moved something close to 10%, right? So persistent systems, you can see how this one in the last 4 5 weeks has given almost a 20% return. So it is already in stage 2, persistent system, and continuously moving up. So if it takes out its 52-week high, chances are it can even have a 10 15% rally from there. So the 52-week high currently is around 4,950 thereabout, right? Then coming to HCL Tech. So again, a stage two stock moving up now near its resistance. But if you look at it closely, it has closed at a weekly high, 52-week high, right? So this one also looks very good. Now coming to the last one in the IT sector, KPIT Technologies. So it has finally broken out of that consolidation. This stock is also in stage two. The sector itself is in stage two. The this thing itself is in. I mean, most of the stocks have entered stage two and continuously moving up. So this gives the conviction that IT sector looks like it has bottomed out and the stocks are moving up. So this can be a place. Many retailers have now reduced their exposure to IT stocks, thinking that the run is over, whatever after the COVID run happened, right? But looks like it is bouncing back now. So a very good sector to concentrate on and pick your stocks from that sector. Now coming to Nifty Auto, right? This sector also looks very good and it is very close to its 52-week high. So in that Nifty Auto, again, this is based on the budget that came in. That is, people will have more money in their hands because they are going to pay less tax, right? So that is why something like Apollo Tires, very close to its 52-week high, very strong closing, right? The closing is at the highest point. Again, a stage two stock. Mahindra and Mahindra finally broken out and is at a all-time high in trading at an all-time high, right? Again, in the axles, so automotive axles, this has been coming in our weekly analysis for the last 4 weeks, right? So if someone had bought it around 2000, you would already be sitting at a 30% gain, while the indices have not done much, but stocks have given you great returns, right? So this is kind of a stock specific, sector specific market where you have to concentrate on those particular stocks and sectors and you'll be richly rewarded, right? So automotive sector as well as GNA Axles, right? Automotive and GNA Axles, both are from the same sector, both make the same stuff, both are hitting new highs. So that is clearly telling you that there is a very big tailwind for this particular sector. So you can wait for the retest to happen, that is at 775, and enter it in case if you have not entered it. Okay, don't be in a rush to enter it. Usually, most of the breakouts give you a retest. You can then enter it at those levels. So, Nifty FMCG. So, as you saw that the rural India kind of also kind of got a push, and even people would have more savings because they would be paying less tax, because of which the FMCG stock started to rally. So, even in the previous week's video, also we talked about FMCG and how something like a Britannia looked very good, ITC looked very good. Hindustan Unilever looked very good. Same with Nifty Consumption. So all are related to the same theme. FMCG or consumption or consumer durable. Something like a Britannia is making a new high. Something like Blue Star is making a new high. So clearly, it is based on the consumption that okay, people are now going to go out there and spend because they are going to have more money. So this is the theme that is playing out right now, and even the mutual funds, the big guys are going out there and buying these stocks before the retail actually understand that okay, because of this rate cuts, I mean the income tax cuts, right? People are going to spend, and those companies are going to benefit from the price action that is happening. You can clearly make out where the big guys are going out and buying. Okay, now coming to the last one. So the Nifty Bank finally started to rally, right? Which was looking very bad, right? It has started to rally. I mean, very strong reversal from the 30 WMA. So why is this happening? Whereas there is panic in PSU, the private banks are strongly moving ahead. If you look at HDFC Bank, it is making a 52-week high, and even in the sense, most of them. So why is this happening? Is if there is any NPA pressure that is coming into the PSU stocks because of the whole Adani thing, those guys would find it difficult to lend. So, in case that happens, people are more going to move to the private banks. So, the private banks are going to benefit from whatever is happening currently in the market. So, looking at that, these guys have already started to rally. The big guys have already started to put their money there. The accumulation also in private banks looks very good. So this is the weekly summary, and hopefully this rally should continue as most of the indices have made a reversal kind of a candle on the weekly charts. Hope we'll make some gains in the coming week. See you guys in the next week's video. Thank you.